two other items, and they both also deal with the wood. As I was asked by the police, and the board was also mentioned, is there value in the wood, the firewood? So, let's make a decision how to dispose of the timber. It's all stacked over there to one side. Disposition of the timber from Phase 1 recreation field has been cleared by the DPW. I would make a motion that we cut that up and offer that up to residents of the town for free, for them to use in their wood store.
Second that for discussion purposes.
Make discussion.
That's what we're looking at right there. This is just the picture. You have it in there. These are a little bit clearer. This is specifically the wood pile. And like I mentioned, it was mentioned in the audience that this was basically all tangled up in stumps, logs, and mud and rocks and pushed up into a pile. I think at this point, without the proper equipment to separate that safely, I believe we are putting our DPW workers at risk trying to untangle what was pushed into a pile with a 20-ton dozer. Just my opinion. I've cut quite a bit of wood. I've bought a lot of wood. I've cut a lot of wood. And that right there is a dangerous situation without a machine with a thumb to separate it and handle it. Not only that, it is so full of mud and rocks because it was pushed not on leaves and dirt, but it was pushed on rocks and gravel and full of mud. So just a hot pot of chainsawing it up, chopping it with chainsaws. I think you need to get a machine in there and chip it for safety purposes with the right proper equipment. And there's a lot of pine in there also that you can't sell, give away, it's why we leave it.
So
Just my discussion.
the new machine, the JCB machine that we just bought, actually has a thumb. It came in later, it has the thumb. It'll be attached to the machine and there won't be a problem. And we also have individuals who have volunteered to move that wood from that site over to somewhere in the DPW yard at no cost to the town so that it can be put up and cut and stacked in a nice safe place for residents to live.
It's the liability of those people going in there and doing that work, and possibly, and what I see is a dangerous situation, and I'm not the only one that mentioned that.
What's the liability for who?
Them guys separating that wood,
DPW?
are they gonna separate? With
I would say
with
yes.
that little, with the backhoe with the thumb, manual thumb or hydraulic thumb? I'm not safe. I don't feel comfortable putting our guys in trying to fix that mess. That's just where I'm at. And I don't want this turned into, I'm voting against that for a million other different things. It's a safety issue to me, knowing what it's like to untangle something like that.
What's the way you think it's appropriate?
This is a result of our conversation on Sunday, when I also had concerns
What
about
is, right,
safety, and you said that they would probably, right, the value, and I was concerned about the safety of the others, of the DPW workers, and you said that they could, so now there is a machine, did you have a machine that can lift that?
yes, we do.
Okay, thank you.
Any further discussion? So the motion is to allow that wood to go for firewood for the residents of the town to have at no cost.
I thought the motion was have the DPW guys separate that.
Yes.
Okay.
To separate it in order.
I just want to make sure that that's part of the motion.
Absolutely. And then the wood would be provided to residents of town or wood stores at no cost. Further discussion?
Can I have
For the purposes of liability, if there are volunteers handling any wood, they can sign a waiver, a volunteer waiver that would go then to the trust. They actually have a waiver.
And I do know that this has been political back and forth, and I do have concerns about the safety of those DPW workers, as I voiced to you. Do I have your assurance, since we do not have our DPW, that they will take precautions, that if they feel they're not safe doing this, they will stop?
Absolutely. Every town worker, every fireman, every police officer, every town employee, every DPW worker should be taking the appropriate precautions.
That's all,
Every
since you
town-
have that,
every town
information,
worker.
what you're doing,
town that we work with in general, myself in my profession, yourself in your profession, if you feel that it is a dangerous situation, you should speak up. Inform the
Okay,
supervisor.
I just want to make sure that because you did make a motion that DPW is doing it, that it be done with the utmost caution.
Absolutely. Okay, further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
No.
Motion carries 4-1.